While I am very supportive of the railway strikes and of the need to pay people for what they're doing, if somebody's working, they should be properly paid. They should not be put in a position where what they are doing is dangerous. I think the effect of the railway strikes at the beginning of the year, particularly in this next coming week, are catastrophic for the rest of the entertainment industry, particularly. Those of us who are involved in theatre are going to see shows almost empty because people cannot get the trains. They cannot rely on travel to get to the theatre. They cannot get to the shops and so on. And these things are time dependent. So the panto season will come to an end very shortly, and it is a great shame that things are being crushed by the railway dispute, and it's a great shame that the minister is not getting his act together and sorting this out. Now, at this stage now, whether the railway strike is sorted out or not, the way the railways are currently run, it means that trains simply will not be reliable, whatever is happening next week. So in my case, I'm sort of stranded in a place which I don't know for a good number of days, and, people cannot get to the theatre when they want to. £1.5 million was lost in the railway strikes before Christmas, and I suspect that number will be exceeded in the next week. This is not the way to start the new year. This is not the way for a coherent and considerate government to behave. We need a better transport system. We need a better and more comprehensive transport system. We need a better National Health Service. We need a National Health Service which continues over the weekend and over bank holidays. It's just inconvenient. People's health is not dependent on a 9 to 5 working week. And the private healthcare system is too dependent on the NHS. We need a more comprehensive and a more structured system in healthcare. We need a more structured system in transport. We need a more structured system in education. And our present government is simply pacing. It just doesn't seem to be doing anything constructive. When it comes to the arts, the new Minister for the Arts, Donnellan, is utterly unfocused. I had hoped for a meeting with her. That didn't happen. It took, 4 or 5 months for one of her lackeys to respond. And even then, it was the same sort of response that I've had in the past, referring me to Ofcom. And I've already spoken to Ofcom, who can't deal with the issues that I'm raising. This is extraordinary that we have a government and a system which takes its direction from the complaints department of mobile phones, from the complaints department of banks. There must come a point where those people who are in authority actually respond to the people who have elected them and who have placed them there. At the moment, there's lip service to service comes very close to something that is utterly pathetic. But it's also coming close to a system which is reprehensible. It needs to change.